Hello and welcome to Terraria. My name's Todd, also known as Theo Magimek, and this is, of course, Terraria. Last time we left off, we were just going across the world. Man, I think I might have messed up that opener there. Yeah, so I've added a little bit more to my opener there. 'Cause sometimes I've been going by the name Theo Magimek more than just Magimek, and I figured I'd add that in. But it kind of threw off my rhythm there because I'm not used to it. Um, you kind of get stuck in your ways sometimes when you repeat something over so many times, as I have with all of the episodes that I've done so far. So this episode, we're going to focus on digging. Last episode, we were kind of going across the world, seeing how far we can make it. This time, yeah, digging is my main goal here. Let's take our recall potions. We don't have to take the easy way out. And, oh, I didn't realize the skills potion. Quick stacked. Quick stack all that. Let's see, we do have a lot of fallen stars. Let's make some mana crystals. Can definitely do that. Let's open this up here. We're just going to go straight there. Boom, boom. Done that. Let's see. Anything else I can use? Boost my chances of not dying. I could use this aglet. Don't see any reason not to. Displays horizontal position. That's not really all that useful. Anything else? Whoopee cushion to annoy myself. Nope. Pretty sure that's all I've got. So we're just gonna go out. We're gonna go back down into the mine and keep trying to go down until we can hopefully find something worthwhile down there. Oh, that's right. I do have the spear now, don't I? I cannot go through walls with it. That's kind of a shame. What can I do here? Let's just plug them. Bloody demon eyes anyhow. Let's just poke them. I think I can do an okay amount of damage with just poking them. And then once they're far enough away, just pelt them with arrows and then poke them if they get too close again. Poke them. Got that one down. Our spear may not do a lot of damage, but it has a lot of knockback, which is the major thing. That way we can make sure to keep them away from us and deal with them, like we just did there. Let's go ahead and dump that off. I do have a valuables chest, which did I put my money in here? Or did I put it somewhere else? Oh, I don't want him to get to us. It appears I haven't put my money in any of these chests. So I'm going to go ahead and put any money that I can get into a chest and start saving that up. I think I have a longer reach than this guy, so I can just pick away at him, and I can also just switch to bow and arrow and deal massive damage. Alright. So again, our whole goal is to get enough platinum to be able to make an armor set, which I don't think we have anywhere near that amount. So I'll sort my inventory there. Head on down. We do have a grappling hook now, as we did in the previous episode, so mining should be fairly easy in comparison to how it was. I do also have climbing claws, I forgot about that. That'll be useful later on when we're trying to make the ninja gear. Come on, and nope, didn't get him there. Come on. Bloody demon eyes anyhow. Alright, well, we're just gonna poke him with the poking stick. Got him. Okay, and now we need to make sure that we poke the zombie. Keep that zombie away from us. Our poking stick should be good enough to make sure that we don't have any of these zombies coming anywhere near us. Because having any of them, especially with the zombie arm, which does extra damage and also gives them more reach, would be a problem. Oh, it just became daytime from the sounds of it, so the music just changed over. I did turn down my game audio and my music on my side. I'd previously done that in editing, but so if I make it too quiet this time around, I'll have to bump it up in the future episodes. But I'll definitely take a listen and see where we're at. Let's find us some good stuff, though. We do have a platinum pickaxe, so we should have more than enough pick power for anything we can find. Um, we will eventually head into the Corruption, or forgive me, not the Corruption, but the Crimson, and fight the Brain of Cthulhu, and also try and deal with the Eye of Cthulhu as well at some point. But those are a bit of a ways away from us at the moment. Definitely some better things we can be worrying about than fighting some pretty tough bosses at the moment. Like getting some better bloody armor. Let's see, I don't have another jump at the moment, so trying to make it into this little gap here might be a little bit difficult. There we go, made it. What is over here? I got some copper. Anything else? Slime, which we don't want to deal with if we can avoid it. Some iron. Don't necessarily need it, so I'm not going to really waste our time, because right now time is of the essence. The more time we can spend doing things that are actually useful to us, the better. Any time that we spend, of course, wasted on gathering materials we don't really need right now can be spent on gathering materials we do need. Once we get the materials we do need, then we can kind of come back and worry about gathering superfluous stuff later. Or just stuff we might sort of need. Let's see. Anything, anyone here? Anyone at all? Looks like I haven't actually bothered to come into the mushroom biome. But there doesn't appear to be any enemies here, so we're gonna minecart up. We're gonna go across here. See if we can't find any. Ooh, that's some tungsten. Do I have full tungsten tools, but I don't think I have a tungsten sword. It's kind of in a dangerous area here. I'm not really in the safest place. So let's just kind of run across. Our major goal, of course, is platinum, not any of the other materials we could have. If I really needed other materials, I'd go out of my way to try and get them. But platinum is definitely the best one we could have right now. Which I don't think there's any over here. Can we get up on here? Yes, we can. A granite biome. Now these are sort of dangerous early on just because of the enemies that can spawn in them. Let me get up here. Oh, life crystal. Fantastic. That's exactly the sort of thing we needed to find. More life means more surviving. And in expert mode, that's kind of the most important thing. Just being able to live long enough to get the boss down. Let's see. What do we see up here? Nothing over there. Doesn't appear. And I don't think there's anything really up here that's worthwhile. Aside from these topaz right here. Which I will pick up. Oh, that's a granite elemental. I was hoping to get out of the granite, or out of the area of the granite biome before we even had to deal with them. Because they are spooky. Bats are also spooky, but not as spooky as the granite elementals, as you can see how much HP it had. And I do hear that granite elemental. There's another, like, larger granite elemental down somewhere around us. Bloody bat, get out of here. I ain't got time for you. Poke that granite elemental. Can I? Yeah, I can hit it from here. Easy. Alright, oh, a house. That's actually really useful. We're gonna need whatever's in this house, and gosh, I hope it's a mirror. A mirror would be great early on. That or a set of Hermes boots, either one. Hopefully it's not something useless, like a terrible weapon or something. Oh, shoe spikes. I would have preferred something else. Some of the things I was listing off, for instance, but shoe spikes are not the worst. Pick up that chest too. Get out of here, you dang bat. Now we have our trident, we can actually kind of deal with some of these enemies a little bit better than we previously could. Which is kind of a good thing. It's definitely not the end-all be-all for us. There's definitely some better things we could have. Oh, bloody slime. Get out of here. I don't want to deal with you. Oh, of course a bat joins them. Get out. Get out of my way. Dang it. Bloody black slime. It's not just because it's a black slime, I swear. Okay. I need to... There we go. Change up my bloody attack pattern there. Able to deal with that better. Let's throw a glow stick. Anything dangerous over here? Doesn't appear so. Let's throw that down. Oh, that's platinum. This platinum right here, I'm pretty sure. Yes, indeed. Oh, no. That's a granite elemental. Get out of here. Dang it. I do not want to deal with you right now. I have better things to do. And we might be able to snipe it out of the air. Oh, got him. There we go. Easy. Easy to deal with. Ignore the immense amount of time I took flailing at him. So there's some platinum here, and there's also some platinum up to the... Oh, sorry if you saw that. I don't plan on recording any videos of SCP anytime soon. That's just something I was planning on playing with a couple of my friends. I didn't realize it was still downloading there in the background, but that's okay. Let's see. I did want to get a lot of this platinum here, though. If not all of it. Oh man, a big old vein. That's nice. Super nice. We're making our way. Before you know it, we'll have a full set of platinum armor, and then we'll be ready to fight a boss. Truly ready. If we can get a platinum bow, that would be amazing. But I'm not holding out hope for any miracles or anything. Not that getting a platinum bow would really be that much of a miracle. Oh, get out of here, you bloody bat. Let's throw that down. Deal with him. Okay, come on, Granite Elemental. Gotcha. I know it's not dead yet, but just making it stop chasing us is still pretty useful. Oh, did it just disappear? Just like phased out of existence there. That was kind of weird. I ain't ever seen anything like that before. Let's see. Put that down there. Keep mining up here. The rest is platinum. So now we have 57 platinum ore. That's not bad. I think we're going to need a lot more than that for a set of armor, but it's still a great start. Definitely need more than that for like a bow or something. I will be using ranged weaponry as like my backup instead of melee as we kind of go through this playthrough. Just because it tends to be a little bit more effective. Not to say that I won't ever use melee weaponry though, because there are some melee weapons that are just amazing. Like we would potentially be able to get our hands on the vampire knives, for instance. Those are just going to be awe-inspiring when I get a chance at those. Not that I will actually get them, but even just having a chance is pretty good. Let's go up here. Let's finish exploring up this direction, and then we'll worry about exploring the other directions. Let's put down a torch. Perfect. Gonna deal with the skeleton. Just gonna grapple our way up. Slowly move up. Don't need to go fast. No reason to go fast. Oh, a life crystal. Perfect. This has already paid off. Found... Oh, that's definitely not what I wanted to do with a life crystal. Ooh, dear. Gosh, darn it. Oh, that was not what I was expecting at all. Was that a detonator? I was about to throw a glow stick and just exploded. That gave me a mini heart attack. Don't know if you could hear that, but I jumped pretty bad. trimanese. Well, let's try and craft our bloody platinum stuff, I guess. Let's see. Got 16 platinum, not bad. We'll add that to the platinum we already have, and we could potentially even make some more platinum bars. We'll see. Yeah, definitely. Got one more. Alright, so what do I want? Do I want a platinum do I want a platinum broadsword? No, I'd much prefer a platinum bow. Deadly platinum bow. That's a really good roll on that one. Deadly's one of the greatest things I can get early on. Also fairly easy to get my hands on, which is good. I could also make a diamond staff, which at this level would be quite good. Do I really want to use 10 platinum for that though? That's kind of rough. Really like to get a set of platinum armor, but I just don't have the platinum for it. Oh, I can get a minecart. I do have enough for that. Yeah, let's get a minecart. That'll allow us to travel those rails a little bit quicker. Not that quick is what we really want to do. I did say we were going to focus on magic, so let's go ahead and try it out. Not that we'll be replacing all that much. Can I go ahead and... Ooh, that's not where I wanted to throw that. Let's take our sticky grenades and we'll put these in a chest for now. We don't need them. Take the star ants and also put that in a chest. We'll take the bow and put that in there. We'll sell that later on, of course. Let's take these, all of our metals, and we'll throw them in there along with that. Got some silt. Get us some silver. Is there anything else I wanted to put on here? Let's go with that for the time being. That works pretty good. Do I have any more healing potions? I do. Should definitely take those. Put those in my inventory. We'll take the gravitation potion and throw it in a chest for the time being. I'll quick stack the rest of this stuff. There we are. Sort inventory. Now I've got a gold in my inventory so I can throw that in the chest. Heavens. Well, I was doing really good there for a moment. And then, of course, bloody dynamite had to ruin my day. How good is this? That's real good, actually. I can 3-shot slimes? Nice. That's a pretty good spell. I do have to aim it pretty precisely, but I do have enough mana to cast it quite a good amount of times, and it does a lot of damage. Let's replace that with that. Yeah, there we go. 23 damage right off the bat. That's pretty good. I do also, of course, have my bow with just arrows if I need them. If I find any bosses that I have to actually fight, maybe I'll deal with them that way. We're going to try one more foray down here, and if we die or have to come back for any reason, we'll just call that the end. We'll call that the end of this part. I think next part we'll probably try and... gosh, if I could aim this spell for the life of me. Come on, there we go. I managed to get him. Phew, my aiming there. Real bad. This part we'll focus on, of course, mining as we have already. Next part we'll focus on trying to maybe build up the house a little bit so we might be able to get a merchant, because we now have a gold. Not going to go fancy with it like I have in the past. I am probably going to use stone as my building material because I would like to make something like a castle. So I might tear down the house that we already have and rebuild it out of stone, but that would be about as far as I went with it. This spell may not be super useful damage-wise. Well, conservation-wise, but it does project light, and in a pretty good radius. You know, we kind of have an easy time navigating things with it. Okay. Drop our way down here. Thanks to the fact that we both now have the climbing claws and the spike shoes, we can just hold onto walls without even having a grappling hook, which is pretty good. It's definitely a useful little thing to have early on. We won't be able to get anything massively useful until much later. Really like to have my bloody cloud in a bottle or something like that. Or Hermes boots. Either of those would be massively useful to us right about now. There's a worm here. Got him with one of them. Got him with that one, and yeah, plugged him. See, now my aim for that was just impeccable. My aim for the other thing, not so much. This diamond staff was actually a fairly good choice. I didn't think it was going to be early on, but man, it is. I can really tear through some of these enemies pretty effectively. And then when things get bad, I can just swap to my bow. We're good to go. Thanks to mana recharging, of course, the way it does, I don't actually waste anything by using it either. It's just resources at this point. So let's just go across this track. We didn't fully explore the track, I don't think. And we can, now that we've got our minecart, we can kind of go a little bit quicker. There might be a bloody house in that granite biome that we might have to explore later on. Ooh, we're going a little bit too fast. Okay, so we died around here last time. Oh, heart crystal. Glad I came back. Let's deal with that piranha. Life crystal. Good to go there. I keep referring to them as heart crystals because I'm pretty sure that's what they refer to them in Legend of Zelda as, but I know that's not what they're actually called. Alright. Clean up all this stuff. It was just a pressure plate that hooked up to explosives. Usually it's like detonators. I'm surprised it was just a pressure plate. I'm not going to, of course, keep the pressure plate because I can always buy them later if I needed a pressure plate for any reason. What is that up there? Is that something useful? Let's see. No, it doesn't appear to be. It's convenient that you could sometimes put torches through walls if they're far enough, but can't always, of course. Let's see, what do we have here? I did say I was going to collect a bunch of silt if I ever got the chance, so I guess I'll go ahead and do that. Might as well while we're here. It's pretty good to have it. And we can always extractinate it and turn it into some good stuff. Ooh, there's another house over here. What is in this one? I wonder. Well, open up the door. Oh, nope. Nope. Come on. Oh, criminies. Alright, now we're up here. And we're in our house. Cut our way through the cobwebs here. Hermes boots. Nice. That is definitely something we needed to get our hands on. Sorry, a little sniffle there. So now we can actually run pretty quickly, thanks to our Hermes boots. Let's jump across here. Some amethyst here. I'll pick those up. Don't necessarily need them, but who knows? Maybe I'll use them for something later on. Or just sell them, you know? If you need to make money, selling gems is a pretty good way to do it. I'm just kind of exploring all these pre-made caves here and seeing if I can't find any platinum like we did previously. Ooh. That bloody worm almost got us. There is a pressure plate here hooked up to this boulder, and I do see that there. So we're just going to avoid the heck out of that if we're able to. Bloody worm, get out of here. I don't think there's anything else over here, really. I want to deal with that worm before I jump down. Does appear to be a room right here. I might cut into that. Yeah. Let's cut into there and see what we can find. Anything? Anything at all. It's a jellyfish, but not a lot else. I'm not going to worry about it. I think avoiding water is pretty good at this point, just because of how annoying it can be. Oop, just trying to get up there like that. There we go. Jump up here. Jump up here. What is up here? Exploring these pre-generated caves like this, the ones that just kind of, you don't have to dig through, you just find them. probably the most efficient way to find heart crystals or life crystals, as they tend to be in these sorts of areas. I've never seen one really hidden all that well, if that makes sense. Oh, there's some rubies up there, I think. I think those are rubies. I think we can use these to summon... Yeah, we can use these to summon King Slime if we wanted to. So it'd be useful to gather up those. Are we under the jungle right? Or I mean, not the jungle, but the desert? Is that why there's so much sand down here? Could be. Looks like there's also some hardened sand blocks, which is just annoying because I can't dig through them effectively. There we go. What else do we got here? We got a dart trap right there. Not super worried about. Not worried about the slime that's coming at us either. Ooh, life crystal. So we made some pretty good progress here. I'm just kind of heading my way back up to see where this kind of comes out. Oh, don't want to throw it in the trash. I keep doing that on accident. Just going to head out of this cave here, and then I think I'm going to call it an episode. Oh, a strange plant. So if you didn't already know, if you get the dye trader, strange plants allow you to make specialty dyes. Based on how far you are in the game. So depending on how many bosses you've made, the dye trader will trade you strange plants for very interesting dyes. I do like the fact that our spell pierces, which is pretty good. I didn't realize our spell did that. But now we know. Another set of climbing claws. Quick. They're a little bit better than what we kind of got. Quick is a slight improvement, so we'll take that. It might actually be more worthwhile now that we've got a magic spell that's actually pretty good for us to try and go back to the jungle. Next time I did say we were going to build a house, so I think that's what we'll focus on. And you know what? Let's just teleport back home. I don't feel like getting murdered by a bunch of zombies today. We're just going to walk over here, walk into our house. So yeah, next time we'll focus on building up our house, kind of get that ready for all our NPCs. And I guess from there on out, we'll maybe tackle the jungle, or maybe go on the hunt for more resources, but there is just going to be a lot of digging. It's Terraria, of course. So if you were coming in and expecting something else, sorry to disappoint, but that's just going to be how it is. But until next time, goodbye.